Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Friday, March 18th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is general for the day for all 12 signs, the collective. So just take what resonates. And I want to thank you in advance, of course, for your likes, comments, and subscriptions if you haven't done so already. Now, the overall message I channeled for this upcoming Friday, the good life. The good life. I don't know why I said it that way. Anyways, I'm going to put it to the side, my notebook, I mean, and we're going to pull one for each quarter from the Green Witch Oracle deck, and then we'll further clarify with the Gilded Tarot deck. Alrighty. They're saying planning for the future already. Planning for the future is going to be a focus, or at least somewhat of which, throughout this Friday. All right, we have one. What else do we have for this Friday? Okay, we have our 4 sections of the day. Interesting wording. Underlining focus on cleansing and courage, all right? Needing to cleanse one's system of in a multitude of ways. Could even be pushed to cleanse your energy potentially, especially if you're empathic. But I feel like there's a focus on needing to figure out what to move away from or what to cut out of your situation to prep for something. All right, a push to have the courage to move towards a bigger and better situation for oneself, or just to embrace what you would label as the good life, right, for oneself. But we have affection for the first quarter of the day. And as I'm a little bit shaky, bear with me. I've been working out a lot. You know, just got to keep myself in shape. But we're going to pull from the Gilded deck. We're pulling 2, I guess. So we have the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Wands coming out here for the first quarter. So the number 88 coming out, look up that angel number meaning, as there is a message that will help you out in one way, shape, or form. But a push to recognize that you're feeling a bit trapped, a bit limited at this time. So therefore, to prioritize moving towards, again, that good life, that happy ever after for you, however you would label it, regardless of how other people would view it or just what their version of happy is, right? Everyone has their own view on life itself. And so therefore, I just feel like you're also being pushed to recognize that people are very attracted to you in the beginning of the day, even for some of us being very attracted to oneself. I mean, maybe that's why I mentioned that I was working out and taking care of myself. As we do have a mirror here, I could see a select few, or just a lot of us, checking ourselves out in the mirror to begin the day, admiring a level of progress with whatever you're working towards, or just certain, they're saying it could be a haircut that you got, or just taking care of oneself, right? Allow yourself to feel attractive because you're exuding that energy as you make your way through the day. A certain level of communication coming in from a specific somebody or multiple people, reminding you how damn attractive you truly are, okay? Even if for some of you feel a bit trapped in a connection at this time. And we're moving on to Wisdom. Even though I'm very calm in energy for this day, which is accurate, I do feel like it's a pretty fast-paced day, or you just have a lot going on, and it just feels a little bit scattered in one way, shape, or form. So it reminds us to each individually center and ground ourselves. But we move on to Wisdom. Wisdom. So I feel like you could have potentially struggled to sleep in the previous night, as it was at the bottom of the deck. Or had some interesting, dreams that entail you feeling a little bit confused or puzzled, or needing to reflect upon them. Let's pull for Wisdom. So you make your way to the second part of the day, the second quarter, and you're feeling passionate, learning more about what you're passionate to move towards, whether that's somebody new, whether it's a new level of connection with a specific somebody. For others, it's a move of residence or a new career decision, career choice. It could be more than one, but it feels like there's something you've just had in your mind or a specific somebody, and you're learning more about where you want to go, who you want to, they're saying achieve, who you want to succeed with, okay? Interesting, it could be through a tarot reading, as we do have some cards here, or one card. And it's also a book. So yeah, you're just learning more, potentially doing some research, watching videos online, however it works for you. You could be traveling to do some of this research, or just scoping out in one way, shape, or form, getting prepared for a better version of what you've been dealing with, or just an upgrade in one way, shape, or form, or simply just what you desire. Good for you, okay? You may feel a little bit defensive in the second quarter for one reason or another, or preparing oneself to be a bit defensive. Just try to put that guard down and expect the best. Productivity for the third quarter. Let's pull for this one. We have the Queen of Cups coming out, as well as the King of Wands. You're going to be very surprised when your balance between masculine and feminine at this point in the day is quite relevant, quite strong, as it is a very productive day in general, but that productivity is shining through, is very prominent in this third quarter of the day as you begin the second half. But they did tell me, as I was going on that bit of a rant, that for some of you, this is two different people, okay? One is you and one is another individual you're communicating with, or just thinking about in a lot of ways. Feeling quite productive, as being aligned with the affection card. There's a level of affection between the two of you. You're either the Queen of Cups or the King of Wands, and however that works for you. Again, you could be a male or female in either spot. Things are just feeling very connected, especially energetically. You could be with them physically at this point in the day, but it feels like more so we're each individually running around getting errands done, accomplished, you know, fulfilling tasks for work, running our business, however it works for you, or just even cleaning up in one way, shape, or form. Or you could feel that productivity when it comes to researching, planning, getting ready for what lies ahead just continues into the second half of the day, or at least somewhat. You can't help but at least think about that specific somebody, or that move of residence, or that new career choice throughout the entire Friday for a lot of good reasons. And it's because it's what you truly desire. And it's because it's potentially spirit, your guides, reminding you to keep it at the tip of your mind, even if you have a lot of other things going on, to just keep your eye on the prize, okay? But we're moving on to the fourth card rather, to wrap up the second half of the day and the day in general. And we have luck. They're saying such good energy for the last part of the day, as you're being pushed to keep your hope alive when it comes to this specific somebody, this move of residence, or this new job. I keep getting that it's one of the three, okay? You're manifesting a huge development in your world, in your life at this time. Even if it doesn't happen right away, it just feels like for some of us, it's several months down the line, or just could even be a little bit further out. I feel like they're mustering up the courage and the passion within us throughout the day, spirit I mean, in order to just keep us moving forward towards it, giving us that glimpse of hope and light at the end of the tunnel, to see that things don't have to be the way they've been. Even if things aren't horrible right now, don't you deserve 10 times better? Always being pushed to upgrade, or just to foresee a better life for oneself. But being reminded that luck is on your side in this last quarter of the day, as they're reminding you that there's an inevitable change on the horizon, that the wheel's moving for you. All right, this wheel's coming through in a few different ways. Yes, that change that needs to happen in the future when it comes to acquiring what you truly desire, what you've been pushed to keep your eye on throughout this day in a lot of ways, at the very least your mind. But also the wheel's turning when it comes to your business, your project, your hobby, your job, whatever you've been working your ass off towards these days, feeling a little bit depleted because of it. It's like luck just seems to be on your side throughout this day in general. But for whatever reason, the last quarter, there's a focus on your business just thriving, or people just complimenting you, an immense amount of clientele coming in, customers for some of you. being pushed to recognize that luck is on your side with this Queen of Swords when you choose to cut something out, when you choose to cut a specific somebody out, if that's relevant for your situation. If you choose to make a big change, take a big risk, excuse me, and just move towards what you desire or who you desire, to allow for that wheel to continuously change and grow, and to remember how strong you are through this shining luck that is quite relevant and apparent in this fourth quarter. It just feels like being aligned with this wisdom card. You're being informed that you're wise enough to make this move, to make this change, to go after what you desire wholeheartedly with an immense amount of courage and passion, to use your past to your advantage and just move forth, but plan strategically all the meanwhile, and so that when the time comes, you can just go for it, okay? Because it's a day, once again, where you're pushed to recognize that you truly deserve and should be planning for in a passionate way for that good life. All right. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing Friday, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye.